Well, welcome back to Extraordinary Drummer Show. I'm your host, Cheron Moore. Thank you for being here. I'm elated to have on the show today a world-renowned drummer that's loved and admired not just for his wealth of knowledge and his huge body of work, but for the person that he is. He's worked with everybody, from Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker, Chaka Khan, and Vogue, and my favorite, Boney James. He's a composer, an actor, and a producer. And if that's not enough, he also won the John Lennon Award and has had chart-topping songs. Please help me welcome Donnell Spencer Jr. here on Extraordinary Drummers. Donnell!
What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks for being on the show, man.
Thanks for coming down and interviewing me, man. I'm loving it.
You from Philly?
Yeah, born and raised in Philly, man.
Philly.
I loved it.
Are you happy to be out that cold? Remember the word?
You know
the
what's
Hawk?
The Hawk, of course. Being at the bus stop and all that. But check it out, though. I love that I experienced that because out here people are like, I'm cold, I'm cold. I'm like, what? That ain't cold. It ain't cold.
No.
So yeah. I'm glad that I came up through that I experienced winters. It keeps me honest out here.
Philly got a lot of rhythm, man.
Oh yeah. And I got a lot of my inspiration in my early years just listening to WDAS FM.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Butterball.
Yeah. Butterball and
I think he passed away though.
He did.
Away,
yeah. He played a lot of music, and back then they didn't have to play the same 20 songs. They played basically what they wanted to. And on Sundays they did the oldies but goodies. That was Butterball.
But the thing that was cool about Butterball too was if you was up and coming, and your track was pretty good, it was recorded pretty good.
Oh, he would play it.
Yeah.
Breakwater, the group Breakwater from Philadelphia. He would play them. It was great. It was good. And back in Philly, we had bands.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The neighborhood bands. I was in a band called Cosmic Movement.
Woo!
And bro, we had 3 horns. It was a big band. So we did all that. Man, I'm telling my age, but what was it? What's the band? Brass Construction.
Yeah.
We did all that kind of stuff. All the Earth, Wind and Fire. New Birth. We had great singers in the band. We did a lot of Tower Power. So I was learning all those songs by just listening to the records and getting my whole energy, my whole vibe.
Yeah. Were you still there when MFSB came along?
Absolutely, yeah. Wow. I was still there.
There was probably a lot of work then when that came along.
But see, I was young. I wasn't in the studio at all. I had never been in the studio. I was, my teens. I started late. According to when most drummers start. I didn't start playing until I was 14.
Oh.
When I was like 9 years old, I got some bongos. Used to have to put them over the fire so the skin would get hot, and I would play them to death. And then my sister, she took some scissors and poked holes in them, so that was that. So then my dad got me a guitar, and I'm left-handed, so the guitar was upside down and backwards. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this. He really loved guitar, but I didn't have no one to show me. And then I got drums at 14, and I sat down and could play a groove. And I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
took them in the basement, had them big old wooden speakers. I would play Parliament Funkadelic, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Donny Hathaway, all that music on a record. I would play anything that Harvey Mason was playing on. I would play it and slow it down with my fingers.
Wow.
Listening to it.
Wow.
And then try to copy it.
Yeah.
So that's where I got all my chops. Earth, Wind & Fire. I loved all that. Happy music.
Yeah.
In the basement. Right with the record.
Yeah, man.
Right there, boom. The big speakers real loud.
Yeah.
Wasn't no headphones.
No.
Just down there banging.
How was that conversation with you and your sister after she...
Man, I was like, what is your problem? She was like, see, I told you not to mess with me. Yeah, the younger sister, 1 year younger. So.
Take me to high school.
High school.
What was going on in high school?
I went to Martin Luther King High School, and I was an athlete. I loved baseball. I played baseball from the age of 10 to 17. Had I been in another environment, I probably would have gone pro. I played second base and shortstop. Started every game. My team won championships. I had trophies.
Wow.
My next door neighbor was the coach.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were real close. I learned a lot about life through him, actually.
Same.
Nothing against my dad, but the coach, I spent more time with my coach, right? So, anywho, in Martin Luther King, I was playing basketball. That was my other favorite sport. And I played tennis. And then I would come home and practice drums. I took drum lessons for like a year and a half. So I would come in, practice what I was supposed to do for my drum lesson, walk to my drum lesson class, and then go play basketball. Or play basketball and then go to my drum lesson class. My drum teacher was like, dude, you want to be a basketball player or a drummer? I was like, I'm going to be both. But I stopped growing at 5'10".
That's what I was going to ask you. How did you not become an athlete with all that athleticism?
Well, because like I said, my environment, I didn't get out of high school and go straight into college or anything like that. It was, they said my family made too much money. I didn't get the grants. It was a mess. Yeah. It was a mess. So I ended up going to electronics school. Yeah, I went to Rhett's Electronics School. I was going to be an electronic engineer.
Hey, fabulous people. It's Jody Watley, finishing sound check at Yoshi's Oakland. Donnell Spencer, drummer. What's up?
Donnell Spencer.
Yeah.
Junior.
Funkmaster. Junior. Okay, that's right. Sorry. I should know by now after, 15 years?
That's right.
Not fabulous. Sorry.
Oh, but still fabulous.
Riding it, but still.
Oh yeah, but still fabulous. Don't get it twisted.
Okay. See that? Okay, that's why I love these guys.
Donnell, if you will, please, tell me about that John Lennon Award.
Man, me and my boy, bless his soul, Danny Cimbello, one of my best buddies and co-writer, we were just sitting around, playing around, and we said, hey, you know what, let's enter this John Lennon songwriting contest. It says it's over at 12 midnight. So we, got our songs together. I entered 2 songs, and he entered 1, and we waited till about 11:58. And we pushed enter, and we waited to see if it was going to really end at midnight, and it did. And we were like, damn, it really did end at midnight. I entered a song in 2 different, I entered in 2 different categories. A song that I wrote called Come Home with Larry Gittins on trumpet, and another song I wrote called Pen and Pad. I co-wrote with Nio. And both songs actually won. I won in 2 categories, so I got the John Lennon Songwriting Award.
your credits reads like the Who's a Who. I mean, like tell the guys if we go to a record store and fan out the albums. If I can read a few of them.
Oh, please.
Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker. We talked about Chaka Khan in Vogue. My favorite, Boney James.
Yes, I worked with Boney for about 6.5 years.
Oh, I love his music.
He wrote a song on his record called what's the song called? All Night Long.
Oh yeah.
I'm singing background on it.
Wow.
I'm singing on it. Yeah, I sing too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I'm a singer.
Donnell,
Yeah.
tell me about endorsements.
Oh man.
Tell me about who you working with. What you working with?
Right now I'm with a drum company called O'Dairy Drums. I got hooked up with them about 2 years ago. They're out of Brazil. And I went to NAMM show 2 years ago. Loved the drums. I actually got in touch with Mauricio O'Dairy, that's his name. A wonderful guy, man. And he and I hit it off, and he gave me some drums. I'm also with Remo and Zildjian, which I've been with the two of them over 25 years.
That's my guy, Chris Hart over there.
Chris Hart's my man. So, you know, Zildjian has been so good to me. Christian over at Zildjian.
Yeah.
I got a plaque. I got a you know, what do you call it? Award or whatever for
Really?
25 years of service.
Wow.
Yeah, I said, what? I've been in jail 25 years. Where's the time going? But I'm very happy with Zildjian, and I love the people at Remo.
What are you doing, sticks?
I play Zildjian.
Oh, you playing sticks also? Okay, yeah.
Zildjian sticks.
This next section is a section that we do in the show that I call Word of Advice.
Okay.
It's where I ask the drummers if they would leave a parting word to the up-and-coming drummers.
Okay.
The guy's struggling, the guy's trying to get some traction in their career. We call it Word of Advice. If you look in the camera, what would you have to say to those guys?
Well, I would say that practice your craft, stay on top of the game, make sure your reading is good, and make sure you can play pocket and play to a click, not be intimidated by any mechanical instruments, you know. And then this is the most important thing for a drummer or any musician is relationships. Make sure that your relationships with other musicians, management, anyone in the music business, that you keep a good relationship, have a great respect for others that have gone before you and those coming behind you. We're here doing the MJ Legacy Tour. I said, let me play around with a drum groove, and came up with a drum groove.
Stay sensitive.
Stay. Once I came up with the drum groove, he had some chords from Karina had played guitar, so he kind of vibed off of those changes and put the chords down. And then when we put the chords down, I'm like, okay, I hear melody, and I'm da 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 do 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 da da dee, and then you feel those da da do da da dees and with the words.
Yeah.
Change your point of view and don't look down. Just stay sensitive. Stay sensitive.
It's always a unique experience when you've been given or requested to write a song for a particular purpose. It was interesting, I think, in this case because, you know, we've all had different experiences with depression or with someone that we've lost through suicide. So one of the things I think I told you, my friend who works in the trauma ward at one of the big hospitals in Singapore said that one of the things that really works with the young people in particular that she counsels is you owe it to your future self to stay alive.
Owe it to your
future self, stay alive.
Yeah. Giggle. That's nice. Giggle.
No matter what tomorrow brings, we're right here to help you sing. Stay sensitive. Stay sensitive. Yeah.
Are you having a good time? Yeah. I'm having a good time. Down here.
1, 2, here you come.
Have a good time.
Donnell, when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be? When it's all said and done.
Man, that's a good question, and as I've gotten older, I think about that quite often. You know, I basically want my legacy to be that I had a lot of integrity with my music, with my relationships with other musicians and friends of mine, with my songwriting. You know, I have been successful as a songwriter. I wrote "Turned Away" with Chucky Booker. You know, it was a #1 song. It's time for another few #1s, but you know, I want my legacy just to be that, you know, whatever I did with integrity and honesty, and I always came from my heart and from my soul. Nothing pretentious, you know, and that the relationships that I've had over the years with my musician friends, I call them musician friends because I always tell them we can be friends forever, but we may not be playing music forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to me that my legacy be that I was a real, you know, a guy of integrity musically and friendships too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Before I let you go,
yeah.
How you doing out on that golf course?
Man, you don't want
Come
none
on,
of
man,
this.
you keeping them straight?
You don't want none of this.
You don't want none of this. Maybe I can carry your bag.
My index is 13 right now. So my handicap is, you know, between 15 and with, you know, depending on where I play. Yeah, I'm a golf fiend. I love golf. And I've met so many people. You know, I golf with Jonathan Butler, and I've golfed with Jeffrey Osborne. People who, you know, I may not come in contact with on, you know, like that if I didn't play golf. I remember at Woodland Hills Country Club, and that's afforded me to meet a lot of guys. You know,
but see, that's
Freddie Washington.
Wow.
You know, G-Mag.
Wow.
A bunch of people that I play golf with. You know. And it's just changed my life. Golf changed my life.
But I know what the secret is now. See, you're not playing public courses.
I do.
You're playing that manicured stuff.
No, I played
those dreams. You know.
I play those. I play that course the most. But I played public courses all the way up till 2 years ago. But I just play wherever. You know.
I hope one day to get out there with you.
Come on. Ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing.
No, I would be like, could you get my ball out the hole there? Because I don't walk.
Get the ball out and toss it.
Toss it back.
Right.
Oh. Go ahead, man. No, you ain't got to hit that, man. Go ahead, man.
Right.
Just gotta
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you, man.
Man, my pleasure, man.
Thank you for being on the show, man.
My pleasure, man.
Man, it's joy to see you again, man.
Likewise.
What an awesome man you are.
Thank you.
Help us wait to do goodbye again, if you will.
See y'all later. Y'all be good. Stay up. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Extraordinary Drummers. See you again.
Bye-bye.
No matter what tomorrow